Engineered to dominate any modern battlefield, these are the weapons that equip the most powerful land force on Earth. Explore the complete history and design of every firearm deployed by the United States Army in 2026. M17. This right here is the standard issue handgun of the United States Army. Based on the Seiji Sauer P320 platform, it won the Modular Handgun System competition back in January 2017, officially replacing the iconic Beretta M9. It's a striker-fired, semi-automatic pistol chambered in 9mm NATO, holding 17+1 rounds in the standard magazine and 21+1 in the extended mag. You'll notice the Coyote Tan PVD coated stainless steel slide, the self-illuminating tritium night sights, and the integrated Picatinny rail right there for your accessories. Now, the real beauty of this weapon is its modularity. That serialized fire control unit you see inside can be transferred between different grip module sizes without any specialized tools. The 4.7-inch barrel gives you a solid balance between accuracy and handling. Over 450,000 M17 and M18 pistols have already been delivered to all branches of the US Armed Forces. Full replacement of the M9 across every Army unit is expected by 2027. The next one, M18. This is the compact version of the M17, designed for general use and portability. It shares the same P320 platform and the same 9mm NATO ammunition. The key difference here is the shorter 3.9-inch barrel and the reduced slide length, making it lighter and easier to carry on your person. Despite the smaller size, it still accepts those same 17+1 round magazines. The M18 was specifically chosen by the Marine Corps, the Navy, and the Air Force as their preferred service pistol. It keeps the same modularity, the ambidextrous manual safety, and the suppressor compatibility of the M17. Now, in 2026, Air Force Global Strike Command did order a temporary pause on M18 use after a fatal incident at F.E. Warren Air Force Base, but the weapon was reinstated after a full inventory inspection cleared the vast majority of pistols for duty. Now, this is the Beretta M9, the legendary service pistol that armed the American military for over 3 decades. Adopted in 1985, the M9 is a double-action/single-action semi-automatic chambered in 9mm NATO with a 15-round capacity. Based on the Italian Beretta 92 FS, this weapon served in every major American conflict from the invasion of Panama all the way through Afghanistan. It features a slide-mounted decocker safety, a 4.9-inch barrel, and an aluminum alloy frame. Extremely reliable and accurate, but it's being gradually replaced by the M17 and M18 across all units. In 2026, you can still find it in reserve units, training centers, and support functions that haven't completed the transition to the new modular handgun system yet. M7, formerly known as the XM7. This is the new standard issue rifle of the United States Army, and it represents the most significant change in American individual armament in decades. Based on the SIG MCX Spear platform, it's a gas-operated, magazine-fed rifle chambered in the new 6.8 by 51mm common cartridge. It weighs about 8.38 pounds or 9.84 pounds with the suppressor attached. This weapon was developed under the Next Generation Squad Weapon Program to replace the M4A1 carbine, after the realization that modern body armor could neutralize the effectiveness of the 5.56mm NATO round. Take a look at the controls, fully ambidextrous. You've got a collapsible and side-folding stock, a free-floating M-lock handguard, and it uses SR-25 pattern magazines holding 20 rounds. It's designed to operate suppressed as standard equipment, and it pairs with the XM157 fire control optic, which integrates a laser rangefinder, a ballistic computer, and atmospheric sensors all in one unit. In May 2025, the M7 received official type classification from the Army. In January 2026, the 25th Infantry Division began fielding the rifle at Schofield Barracks, Hawaii. A shorter carbine variant, designated the XM8, was approved in December 2025 with an 11-inch barrel for confined space operations. The Army plans to acquire over 111,000 units over the next decade. Next up, the M4A1. This is the carbine that defined American combat in the 21st century. Direct gas impingement operated, chambered in 5.56 by 45mm NATO, with a fire selector allowing semi-automatic and fully automatic fire. It's got a 14.5-inch barrel, weighs about 6.6 pounds unloaded, and uses those 30-round Starneg magazines you're all familiar with. Its versatility is legendary. You can mount just about anything on those Picatinny rails. Since its introduction, the M4A1 has served in Iraq, Afghanistan, and dozens of operations around the world. Now, although it's being replaced by the M7 in close combat units, the M4A1 remains widely used in 2026 by support, logistics, engineering, and all functions outside the front line. Given the scale of the existing inventory and the gradual pace of M7 distribution, this weapon will remain in service for many years to come. Then we have the M16A4, the rifle that shaped the identity of the American armed forces for generations. The A4 variant, the last major iteration of the M16 family, features a 20-inch barrel chambered in 5.56 by 45mm NATO, with semi-automatic and 3-round burst capability. Introduced in the 1990s, it offers greater range and projectile velocity than the M4A1 thanks to that longer barrel. In 2026, its use is quite limited, restricted mainly to reserves, training units, and depots. The Marine Corps, which used it as a standard weapon for years, has already replaced it with the M27 infantry automatic rifle. The M16A4 represents the end of an era in American armament, gradually being retired in favor of more modern and modular platforms. Now let's look at the designated marksman rifle, M110SASS. The semi-automatic sniper system, manufactured by Knight's Armament Company. This is a gas-operated, semi-automatic rifle chambered in 7.62 by 51mm NATO, with a 20-inch barrel and a suppressor integrated into the weapon system. It weighs approximately 15.3 pounds with bipod and a 20-round magazine. This weapon was designed to bridge the gap between the standard assault rifle and the bolt-action sniper rifle, and it gives the platoon's designated marksman the ability to engage targets with precision at distances of 600 to 800 meters while maintaining rapid semi-automatic fire capability. That dedicated suppressor you see there significantly reduces the sound signature and muzzle flash. Officially adopted in 2008, the M110 remains in active service in 2026, serving as an essential tool for designated marksmen in infantry units and special operations. Moving on to sniper rifles. This right here is the Mark 22, also known as the MRAD, the most advanced sniper rifle in the American arsenal. Manufactured by Barrett Firearms Manufacturing, the Mark 22 is based on the MRAD platform. That stands for Multi-Role Adaptive Design, and it represents a revolution in military long-range precision. Now here's what makes this weapon truly special. You can convert between 3 different calibers in the field in under 2 minutes using just one tool. You've got 7.62 by 51mm NATO for short-range urban engagements, .300 Norma Magnum for long-range anti-personnel shots, and .338 Norma Magnum for defeating material targets and armored threats. It weighs approximately 14.8 pounds without optics and features a folding aluminum chassis with toolless cheek rest and length of pull adjustments. The trigger is a single-stage unit fixed at just 2.5 pounds, very crisp. In 2019, USACOM awarded Barrett a $50 million contract for the ASR variant. In 2021, the Army followed with an additional $49.9 million contract for 2,800 units of the PSR variant. The Mark 22 is replacing the M2010 ESR and the M107 sniper rifles across the Army. The Marine Corps achieved full operational capability with the Mark 22 in November 2020. 2024. This system delivers sub-MOA accuracy, capable of consistent hits beyond 1,500 meters. The next one, M2010 ESR. The Enhanced Sniper Rifle, formerly designated XM2010, developed by Remington Arms as a replacement for the venerable M24 sniper weapon system. Chambered in .300 Winchester Magnum, it offers significantly greater effective range than the original M24 in 7.62mm NATO, engaging targets well beyond 1,200 meters. It features a folding stock, a suppressor, and a full-length Picatinny rail for mounting advanced optics. Despite having served with distinction, the M2010 is currently in transition, being replaced by the Mark 22 MRAD and its more versatile multi-caliber system. In 2026, you can still find it in some units awaiting the full distribution of the new system. Next on the list is light machine guns. M250, formerly known as the XM250. This is the new light machine gun of the United States Army, an integral part of the NGSW program alongside the M7 rifle. Manufactured by Sig Sauer, it's a gas-operated, belt-fed, open-bolt automatic weapon chambered in 6.8 by 51mm. It weighs just 13 pounds without a suppressor, or 14.5 pounds with a suppressor attached. That's roughly 4 pounds lighter than the M249 it replaces. It's got a 17.5-inch barrel, an overall length of about 36.8 inches unsuppressed, a cyclic rate of approximately 800 rounds per minute, and a free-floating MLOK hand guard. The basic combat load is 400 rounds in 4 100-round pouches. Designed from the ground up to operate suppressed as an integral part of the system, the M250 delivers vastly superior firepower compared to the M249 in terms of range, armor penetration, and terminal energy, though it carries 200 fewer rounds in the standard load. It received type classification in May 2025 and began fielding to the 101st Airborne Division in March 2024. The Army intends to acquire over 13,000 units. Now, this is the M249 sword, the squad automatic weapon that served as the backbone of American squad-level fire support for over 4 decades. Manufactured by FN Herstal, the M249 is the American version of the celebrated Belgian FN Minimi. Chambered in 5.56 by 45mm NATO, fed by disintegrating link belts or Stanag magazines, it weighs approximately 19.2 pounds unloaded. Its cyclic rate of 700 to 850 rounds per minute, and that quick change barrel made it the go-to tool for squad-level suppressive fire. Adopted in 1984, the M249 saw extensive combat in Panama, the Gulf War, Somalia, Iraq, and Afghanistan. In 2026, it remains in active service with units that have not yet received the M250, but its gradual replacement is well underway. M240B and M240L. This is the primary medium machine gun at the platoon level in the United States Army. Based on the Belgian FN Air Mag, the M240 is a gas-operated, belt-fed automatic weapon chambered in 7.62 by 51mm NATO. The M240B variant, the most widely fielded, weighs approximately 27 pounds and features a cyclic rate of 650 to 950 rounds per minute. Extremely reliable and durable, you'll find it mounted on tripods, vehicles, helicopters, and watercraft. Now, the M240L variant was developed to reduce weight through the use of a titanium receiver, saving approximately 5.5 pounds compared to the M240B. That makes a real difference on a long patrol. Both variants remain standard weapons for the Army in 2026, with no immediate replacement planned. They fill the heavy platoon fire support role that the 6.8mm caliber of the NGSW program was not designed to directly replace at this stage. Let's take a look at shotguns. M500, the Mossberg 500. the most iconic pump-action shotgun in the American military arsenal. Chambered in 12-gauge pump-action with a capacity of 5 to 8 shells depending on the configuration. It features an anodized aluminum receiver and is known for its extreme mechanical simplicity and reliability. In military use, the M500 serves primarily in tactical breaching operations, using specialized breaching rounds to defeat doors and structures. It's also employed in security and installation defense roles. See that safety right there on top of the receiver, accessible by the thumb? That's a distinctive feature operators really appreciate. The next one, M870, the Remington 870, another 12-gauge pump-action shotgun that is extremely widespread across the US Armed Forces. The Remington 870 is one of the most produced shotguns in history, with over 11 million units manufactured since 1950. In military service, it's employed in roles similar to the M500, including breaching, security, and close quarters combat. It features a dual action bar pump mechanism, a milled solid steel receiver, and is available in numerous barrel and stock configurations. Its ruggedness is legendary, and it's particularly common among military police units and base security forces. Now, this is the M1014. Now, it's based on the Benelli M4, the semi-automatic combat shotgun of the Army and the Marine Corps. Manufactured by Benelli, chambered in 12-gauge, it employs the proprietary Argo gas system that stands for auto-regulating gas operated with dual pistons. This makes it extremely reliable with any type of ammunition, from low-power breaching rounds all the way to heavy combat loads. It's got an 18.5-inch barrel, a tube capacity of 7+1 shells, and a collapsible stock. The semi-automatic capability gives you a significant advantage over pump-action shotguns in rapid combat situations, allowing faster follow-up shots without having to manually cycle the action between each round. Officially adopted in 1999, the M1014 remains the standard semi-automatic shotgun in 2026. Finally, we have the grenade launcher. M320, the standard grenade launcher of the United States Army, manufactured by Heckler & Koch. Chambered in 40mm, it was designed to replace the veteran M203 that served for decades. Now, unlike the M203, which was mounted exclusively under the rifle barrel, the M320 can be used both attached to the rifle and as a standalone weapon with its own pistol grip and stock. It features a side-opening barrel, which allows you to load grenades of all lengths, including longer-range rounds that simply could not fit in the M203. It comes equipped with a day/night sight with a bubble-level reticle for improved accuracy and an integrated Picatinny rail for additional optics. That double-action trigger eliminates the need to manually cock the firing pin. The effective range is approximately 350 meters at point targets and 150 meters against area targets. In 2026, the M320 is the standard grenade launcher across all Army combat units, having fully replaced the M203 in most frontline formations.